Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm All Things Patty, and if you're new here, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with my future updates. And in this video, I'm going to do a Q&A. This is my sister, Eve. She also had VSG surgery. She's actually gonna be 1 year on
the 25th of January.
The 25th of January. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions, and I felt like it was best that we answer them together because she is also a VSG girl. Like, duh, like why not? Anyways, I feel like it's been a while since you've been on my videos. Like, everybody's been asking about you and any updates that you want to give them, or they tired of hearing my story. Like, I got my VSG surgery on February 3rd. My starting weight was 240. I got my surgery at 230. I'm down to 150 pounds, so I lost a total of 90 pounds. What about you? What's your update? Your little intro.
Well, my starting weight was 297. I'm down 95 pounds. I'm missing 25 pounds to get to my goal weight. My goal weight is 175.
But how much are you weight now? 180?
No. I'm 190. I'm 195.
Oh, because I thought I heard you say that you need to lose 5 pounds to get to your goal weight.
No, I need 20 pounds.
Okay, so you weigh
195.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a huge accomplishment because you were nearly
300 pounds. I was 305 pounds when I was pregnant with my son back in 2019, which is what made me want to get the surgery. Yeah, I was pretty big. I was depressed. I was, you know how that goes. So when I did get the surgery, I was 197. They made me lose 15 pounds, and I did it, and I've lost a total of 95 pounds since.
That's amazing. Thank you. Like, anyways, so let's get to these questions. So I put a poll on YouTube asking you guys to ask me questions, and I'm actually surprised I got a few. Again, you guys surprise me every time. Like, I really appreciate all my subscribers. I'm up to like 1,014 subscribers, which is incredible. Like, I didn't think I was going to get any subscribers. Well, I'm up to 1,020 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. And yeah, this is only going to encourage me to continue to grow and to be more consistent. So the first question I got is from Real with Ada. She said to explain your pre-op diet in detail. So I lost 10 pounds before my actual surgery. I was 240 and I went down to 230 for my surgery. So basically what I was doing, I cut off sugar completely. Like, I used to have an iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, like the French vanilla and all of that stuff, all that sweet stuff. I cut off sugar completely and I cut off dairy. So I started getting regular iced coffee with almond milk, and I used to substitute everything that had sugar. I substituted with Eco. I stopped drinking like sugary beverages, juice. I stopped doing carbs, anything. Like, I was really on a very strict low carb, low calorie diet because I really wanted to get this surgery. Like, you know, they told you, like, they told me specifically, like, if you don't show that you're committed and that you're putting in the work, you're not going to get the surgery. So I made sure that I lost those 10 pounds, and it was just a low calorie count diet. Like, instead of having a sandwich for breakfast, I would have like eggs with avocado. And for lunch, I will have like a chicken salad rather than having like a pizza. And for dinner, I would have something light, and I stopped eating after a certain time. So I stopped eating after 7 o'clock. So I stopped eating, and I made sure that my body went through that fasting period. And I didn't eat again until the next day, until let's say like 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's very important for you to have like a 12-hour fast every day, and it's good for weight loss. And they usually say that the first 10 pounds are usually the easiest to come off. So yeah, so I dieted for 2 weeks and I lost those 10 pounds. How was your pre-op diet?
Okay, so my pre-op diet was pretty similar. I don't remember much of it, but I do know that I definitely stopped eating rice. I stopped eating bread. Like, it was not like it wasn't a low carb. It was more of a no carb. Like, it was low calorie. I was drinking more water, and I was definitely eating before, like, I would say 6 p.m. Like, at 6 p.m. after 6 p.m. I would not have anything else to eat. And that's pretty much all I remember.
Yeah, because that was such a long time ago. So someone asked, Sunset Boulevard, she asked, what brand of vitamins do you take? I'm gonna post a picture of the vitamins that I buy. I just get it from Amazon. I like to take gummy vitamins, multivitamins, just because when it was time for me to take like all those vitamins individually, I would forget to take one on some days. So at this point I just buy multivitamins, and I take 4 in the morning and 4 in the night, honestly, because I feel like if I don't take my vitamins, I don't feel good. Like, I'm gonna be so out of it. I'm gonna be so drained. So I've been taking gummy vitamins from the moment of my surgery. Like, everything was gummies. I used to take gummy vitamin C, gummy vitamin Z, gummy multivitamins. And what vitamins do you take?
So my doctor actually prescribed the vitamins for me, but I don't always go to the pharmacy and pick it up. I also have like substitute at home that I bought from BJ's. It's like the Berkeley's brand they have there. Yeah, I do that. I also do what's that, Nature's? It's like Nature's.
You got it from Amazon?
I got it from like Walgreens, or like, I'm gonna tell her to insert the picture. I'm gonna send the picture so she can insert it. I do the Nature's multivitamins, Centrum, like the woman's, is it Centrum? One a day. That's what I do sometimes too. But yes, I mainly drink the ones that the doctors prescribe now. I've been drinking it lately because I figure if he prescribed them to me, he knows like the amount that I need. So I just been drinking it. And
like, he knows the deficiency that you have, and then you need to take more of this and more of that.
So I just started doing that. Like, I started drinking the ones he gave me.
You know what's interesting with my situation is I never had an appointment after surgery. Like, I never had a follow-up appointment. They never scheduled me for a follow-up appointment. In her case, she got her surgery done in Brooklyn, and I've
seen the doctor about 3 times.
It's
like, I believe it's every 3 months that they will want to see you. And yeah,
they never scheduled me for a follow-up appointment. Like, I go to a different my primary care doctor, and I've only seen him once since I've gotten my surgery. But my surgeon specifically, he never told me to come back for an appointment, any of that. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I got the VSG surgery and not so much the gastric bypass. For the gastric bypass, I think they schedule for more follow-up appointments, because I don't know, that's what I heard.
I have VSG. I think it's just like that office, because a lot of people that had the surgery, they do see their doctors.
Okay, so Bypass Batty, she asked, how are your hormones? Are your period better and regular after surgery? I would say that my period is a little heavier, but honestly, I think that has more to do with the vaccine, because I feel like I don't know. I just feel like my period has become a little more heavier. But my hormones, I feel like my face still breaks out more than before. But other than that, everything seems pretty much the same. Like, and I do feel a little more discomfort when I'm on my period than before, which is weird because I never had cramps. I never had discomfort. I never felt uncomfortable when I was on my period, but now I have a little discomfort. Like, I feel a little pain, and it's like, really, this is new. This is what cramps are. Like, this is what it is. Like, I was lucky when it came to my period. Like, I've never had cramps. Like, I don't know what it feels like, but now I'm getting a little pain when I'm on my period. I feel a little discomfort. Has your hormones been different since?
So hormonal changes. So yeah, after surgery, definitely I did see hormonal changes. As far as my period, it was heavier, but I didn't get as much cramps. And I've always been a heavier cramper than her. Like, throughout high school, I used to miss days in school and everything, just cause I had really bad cramps. And it's not even the first day; it was like literally till the last day of my period. So, and the week before it arrived. So yeah, it did kind of change up my menstrual flow.
But like your hormones and stuff, like you feel like your face is breaking out, and like mine, like
The thing is that I don't know if it's because of the birth control or the surgery. Because my skin was actually pretty clear after surgery. I've never been like, I never had like real acne. But now, since I put the birth control, it's like I have acne almost everywhere in my body. So I don't know if it's the actual birth control or the surgery.
but usually birth control clears your skin up.
For some people, it breaks them out, so we wouldn't know.
Okay. So the next question is from La. Do you mourn food after the surgery? Do you still have bad cravings? All right, girl, I'm not perfect. If I want something, I'm gonna eat it. I do discipline myself a little more than I did before the surgery, but if I'm not gonna go crazy if I want a cookie and say like, oh, I can't have the cookie. I'm gonna have that cookie, but I'm only gonna have one cookie. I'm not gonna have the whole container of cookies. Like, and I'm not perfect. Like I still crave pizza and I still crave certain things. And again, I have a little more discipline. I want to reach my goal. I want to lose 100 pounds by February 3rd. But you know, for the most part, I like to maintain a healthy lifestyle. But if I want something, I'm gonna satisfy my cravings, because at the end of the day, I feel like I deserve it. Like, why not? I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't eat junk food or I don't eat chips. But you know, in the beginning of my surgery, when I first had surgery, oh, forget about it. Like I had all the cravings in the world and I was actually depressed. I was like, why did I do this? Like, am I always going to feel like this? Am I always going to be hungry? When is this feeling ever going to go away? But you know, after a while, you start thinking about food. But then after a few months, when your stomach starts to expand, the cravings come back. But then again, you have to keep in mind that at this point, your stomach has already expanded. At this point, you can't give yourself that full satisfaction that you were doing before surgery, because at this point you can gain the weight back. And I always keep that in my mind. Like I always think about things like that. Like I don't want to, like, yeah, I'm gonna have a snack, but I'm not gonna have the whole snack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what about you? Do you like crave things? And
all the time. Okay, so yes, I do get those cravings all the time. All the time. What I do is I substitute. I play around with the calories, the count, the fat and everything. So instead, I crave lattes every day. What I do is I'm not gonna have the same latte that I used to have when I was like 300 pounds. What I do is I substitute the creamers, the milk, all the fat. I'll do like a almond milk or a sugar-free flavoring, sugar substitute equal. You know, I'll do stuff like that. And instead of having like a medium or a large cup, I will always order a small. So I do satisfy that craving in smaller portions. It's all about balance.
yeah,
It's all about
so
balance.
if you have if you're able to substitute it, why not? Like if you're able to have if you want a chocolate chip cookie, why not get the protein chocolate chip cookie instead of
They're
having...
not that, I'm not gonna lie.
No, they're not that good, but it's an example. Like I bought it before, and what I'm doing now is I try to stay away from buying snacks. Like I do buy snacks and stuff because I'm not the only person who lives in this household. But recently I was doing food shopping and I was like, you know, I buy my food usually when I'm being lazy, like through Amazon Fresh. When I tell you I had so many snacks, I just started eliminating. Like, I don't need that. I don't need that around me. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need this. And it's like, it's all discipline. It's all about discipline.
Okay, so one thing I do, those protein cookies are not that good. But if you have a cookie addiction, what you do is you'll probably have 2 of the regular cookies and 2 of the protein cookies. Even though they're like really big, you could break them in half or something and, you know, have one regular and have one protein cookie. And that will satisfy you mentally that you had a cookie, you know? And instead of eating like that whole amount of healthy cookie, you're gonna have your proteins and you're gonna be satisfying those cravings. I'm a little distracted. My nephew's running around.
Okay, so everything goes right. Ask, have you had bad eating days? I'm 4 months post-op, and I have days when I snack often. Oh yeah, all the time. There are days that I eat more than others, and then there are days that I'm not as hungry as I was like the day before, let's say. And again, I'm not perfect, and I'm not encouraging anyone to be perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and lie in front of the camera and say that I'm perfect, because I'm not. She's not perfect.
So bad eating days, like if you have a whole day where you just didn't have a healthy meal, yeah, that happens often. That do happens often. You feel very you feel bad about, you feel a little guilty of.
But then it just encourages you to do better the next day. Like, oh, yesterday I was wilding.
That's where I was going. So you can have 1, 2, 3, even a week of bad eating. You understand? But it's just, you have that guilt in your head. This is my situation. I have that guilt in my head. I will do better the next day, the next 3 days. You understand? Like, it's a discipline thing.
Okay. I replied to that, but that's loading. Well, this is a good one. So Beautiful Me 7 asks, what made you choose VSG over RNY? I'm currently trying to figure out which is best for me. So she asked 2 questions, and she also asked, do you deal with acid reflux at all? So RNY is the gastric bypass.
Okay, I want to answer this one first, because in my case, before the surgery, I had to deal with acid reflux. I was actually scared because I thought I wasn't going to be able to get the surgery because of my acid reflux. Because when you get VSG, I heard it's a risk to have the acid reflux. Because since your stomach is smaller, the acid is closer to get, to come up. But they do control that. They give you the Meprosol, I believe, to help control your acid reflux. After surgery, no, I don't deal with acid reflux. Well, yesterday I had acid reflux because I had a soup I bought from a store, and it was, I don't know why, for some reason. I don't know if it's like the grease they used, or, it was better off me doing the soup myself. It was a regular chicken noodle soup. I literally took a cup of the soup, and I had acid reflux to the point where I was like, puking out the acid. So yeah, it was pretty gross, but that's my only time after surgery that I had that experience. But what about you?
I've never experienced acid reflux before VSG surgery, but after VSG surgery, I've had moments where I've experienced acid reflux. But I remember that only used to occur when I used to eat things with things that I wasn't supposed to be eating, things I had no business eating, like pizza, things that are heavy in tomato paste, tomato sauce, cheesy things. Like I would feel that
things that regularly causes acid reflux.
Yeah, but that's about it. I haven't had it recently, but I used to have it after a lot of meals. I would say a lot of meals that I wasn't supposed to be having, because again, I'm not perfect. And she also said, what made you choose VSG over RNY?
The doctor gave me 2 options, definitely. So when I went to my original appointment, my first appointment, the doctor gave me those 2 options. I originally thought I was gonna get the band that they put on around your stomach. She explained to me it's a risk that they're not doing it anymore, because some patients actually have bad experiences where the band just explodes in their stomach, and it just defeats the purpose. So I didn't want the RNY because it's riskier, and it took longer than the VSG surgery. I've never been put to sleep. I've never had any surgery, thank God. And I was scared to be put to sleep for that long period of time. And not only that, I just think it's too much of a surgery, like having my intestine playing around with, installed. It's just too much. It's too much for me. So I just thought, no, I'll just take a portion off my stomach and do, work from there. I do know people, after this surgery, they go back and get a revision where they do the
bypass, the RNY.
The RNY right after, because, this wasn't successful for them for whatever reason. But, Yeah, I do hear stories about people going back and after their VSG, they go do the RNY because of, you know, complications with this surgery, like they wasn't successful reaching their weight goal or whatever reason. But me personally, I wouldn't play around with my intestines.
Also, I instantly knew that I wanted to get the VSG rather than the RNY because, again, I was told that the VSG, you don't need follow-up appointments. You get the surgery and you go about your business. Like that's it. I was told that. So, you know, but it's weird that you have follow-up appointments. And I was also told that RNY was more suitable for heavier patients because they lose weight faster. And I was only 200 and, well, I'm not going to say only because that's huge still. I was 230 pounds. So it wasn't really suitable for me. And it just didn't seem, I don't know, like it doesn't seem right to me. Like, I feel like the VSG, no offense to anyone who made the decision to get the RNY, but I just feel like the VSG surgery is a little more natural rather than the RNY, because the RNY is they're moving around different parts of your body rather than the VSG. They're just simply cutting off the portion of your stomach. And there is a risk of you gaining the weight back from VSG, but from the RNY, I don't think is that possible for you to gain the weight back from that surgery. You're always going to maintain, which is not something I was really worried about because, you know, I knew that I was going to come into this and I was going to be committed, and I was willing to just change my whole lifestyle around, not just change it because of the surgery. And which is why I just felt like the VSG was a little more suitable for me.
Not only that, I do know somebody that got the RN, what is it? The
bypass, the gastric bypass.
The bypass. And they do have a lot of health complications. Like they will constantly go to the bathroom. Like they can't really eat certain things. Like it triggers their intestines. Like they have to run to the bathroom. I've known that person to have blood transfusion. Yeah, it's too much.
It just seems a little too scary. Like it just seems too much. Like I just feel like the gastric sleeve is a little more natural, and you lose the weight the same way. You will lose more weight though if you get the
yeah, of course, because you're digesting the food faster.
But if that's what you are interested in doing, and if that's what you want to do, then go for it. But
just do your research, definitely, because we wouldn't know much about it. But
because you know we're not experts.
We're not experts, but we do come here and speak of our experience and stuff. But yeah, that's why we chose the VSG, and so far it's working for us.
Yeah, and I've known. We also looked up to other people who had the VSG surgery, which also encouraged us to get the VSG surgery because you feel more comfortable when you know someone who's had it, and you see how it's working for them, and you see how easy.
Yeah,
they go about their business. And
when you get yours, you already kind of know what to expect. So me knowing that person that got the bypass and seeing their complication, I was like, okay, I'm going this way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And what's the other question? She asked 2 questions
about the acid reflux.
Oh yeah, we answered that already.
So Alia she asked, did your pre-op diet include 2 weeks on liquid? If so, how did you manage to get through it? No, I wasn't told to follow a 2-week liquid diet prior to surgery. I see a lot of people in the Facebook group. There's also a Facebook group that you can join, a VSG group. There's a lot of people that had to do the pre-op liquid diet, but I didn't have to do that.
They told me to do the pre-op liquid diet
one day before
a
surgery.
Day prior to surgery.
But it wasn't 2 weeks.
They told me to do, clean eating the week before, but the day before surgery. My surgery, I believe it was like a 7 a.m. It was early in the morning. So yeah, I didn't have to do the week.
No, but that must be tough. Like 2 weeks liquid diet.
I know. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, whoa.
So another question is from Tammy Bowie. She says, looking back in retrospect, do you think you could have lost the weight on your own? No. So the answer is no. I don't think I would have been able to lose the weight on my own, because if I was able to lose the weight on my own, I wouldn't have gotten to the point that I was 240 pounds. It's not that simple. I was not that disciplined. I did not have that much willpower. With the VSG surgery, you have a little more self-control. You have you're restricted from doing too much. So I was able to lose those 10 pounds, but that's because in the back of my mind I was like, well, if I don't lose weight, you know, like I felt the pressure, like, well, if I don't lose weight, they're not gonna do my surgery. So the pressure was on. But honestly, no, I don't think I would have been able to lose 90 pounds in 11 months if I didn't have the VSG surgery.
Me, on the other hand, I've tried, of course. I tried, failed all the time. I feel like I got the surgery at the best time because of we was during the pandemic. So because of the restriction of, you know, like going outside, going to the gym and all this and that, I think it would have been impossible for me to lose the weight on my own. And I was just going to keep getting bigger and bigger in the house, you know. Yeah, no, definitely. I would have never lost the weight on my own. This is the perfect tool that we needed to help us get to where we are right now.
Yeah.
I never thought I would lose 95 pounds.
Exactly. Like who can say something like that without going to the gym? Like, I want to start going to the gym. I feel like I have more time now to do things like that, and I am looking forward to that. So let me read some of the questions in my comments now. Someone said, TV Novelas commented, how it feels when you drink alcohol. A mess. I feel like a sloppy drunk. You get drunk really easily. You just have to make sure that you stay hydrated prior to drinking alcohol, after drinking your alcohol, because a smaller portion will get you drunk faster.
I try to stay away from alcohol, but yeah, like with half a shot, you're drunk already. Even by smelling it, I get drunk.
So Diamond Sparkle commented, do they advise to wrap your stomach when you got home? Did they wrap it while you were in the hospital? No, I didn't get my stomach wrapped. I had like gauze pads, and they just told me not to remove it, that it will fall off on its own.
Wrap it how? Like with probably like a faja type of thing, right?
Yeah, but either way, they didn't tell me to wrap it in any type of way. If you want to wear a waist trainer, you have to wait 6 weeks to do that, I believe it was. But no, they had gauze pads over it, and the scars were stitched up, but I didn't have to wear any wrap, and the gauze pads fell off on their own. I think that's it.
Wait, did you
That was from here.
Okay.
But, you know, people leave comments with questions. Alright guys, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. I hope that we were able to answer your questions in the best ways. And yeah, so
good luck to everyone having a upcoming surgery. Good luck to everyone in their journey.
Best wishes to you all. Everything will be fine. If you're thinking about getting the surgery, just do your research, but don't be nervous. You're gonna be good. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Bye.